Hello everyone! Sa video na ito ay i-guide ko kayo sa inyong learning activity number 3. Ito ay para sa mga grade 9, week 1, 3rd quarter. Hello everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, gumagawa ako ng mga Tagalog tutorial videos mula grade 7 hanggang grade 11. Kung interesado ka, please like, subscribe, at i-click mo na rin ang notification bell para ma-notify ka kapag may bago akong upload na video. Just keep on watching! Good day everyone! Bago natin simulan ng ating learning activity, i-recall muna natin ang mga properties ng parallelogram. Number 1, opposite sides are congruent. Number 2, opposite angles are congruent. Number 3, consecutive angles are supplementary. Number 4, diagonals bisect each other. Number 5, diagonals form two congruent triangles. Kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung video na ito, i-click nyo na lang dito sa taas or sa description below. Okay, so dito sa ating learning activity number 3, meron tayong given dito na parallelogram na ABCD. Question number 1, if segment AB is equal to 3x minus 5, so kapag ito daw ay 3x minus 5, at yung segment DC naman ay 2x plus 5, ano ang measurement ng segment AB at segment DC? Ano ang relationship ng segment na to at ito? They are opposite sides. At ano ang opposite sides sa parallelogram? They are congruent. Ibig sabihin, segment AB is congruent to segment DC. Okay? So, by substitution, ano yung value ng segment AB? That is 3x minus 5 equals, kasi equal naman is sila, ano ang value ng segment DC? That is 2x plus 5. So, meron na tayong linear equation. Paano na ulit mag-solve ng linear equation? Kukunin lang natin yung value ng x para malaman natin yung measurement ng segment AB at segment DC. So, ang gagawin natin dito, transpose natin yung positive 2x, mag-change ng sign, magiging negative 2x equals, kopyahin yung 5, yung negative 5 naman, transpose natin dito sa kabila, mag-change ng sign, yung negative magiging positive 5. Then, simplify na natin. 3x minus 2x equals x. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So, the value of x is equal to 10. Ngayon, ang tinatanong dito is yung measurement ng segment AB at segment DC. So, that is measurement of segment AB. Ano ang value niya? That is 3x minus 5. Isa-substitute lang natin yung nakuha nating x dito. So, magiging 3 times 10 minus 5. Then, simplify. 3 times 10, that is 30 minus 5. So, measurement of segment AB equals 30 minus 5 equals 25. So, ito na yung measurement ng segment AB. Diba congruent sila? Dapat 25 din ang makuha natin dito sa segment DC. I-try natin kung tama nga. So, measurement of segment DC is equal to 2x plus 5. Substitute the value of x. So, 2 times 10 plus 5. Simplify. 2 times 10 equals 20 plus 5. Then, measurement of segment DC equals 20 plus 5 equals 25. Okay, so nag-equal naman sila. Ibig sabihin, tama yung nakuha nating value ng x. Okay, so that's it for number 1. Now, let us proceed sa number 2 question. Reminder lang ha, iba yung given ko sa given ninyo sa module ninyo. Okay? So, be careful kayo, pero same concept pa rin naman. Number 2, measurement angle A equals 6x plus 12 degrees. Then, measurement angle C is equal to 7x minus 1. So, ito yung given. Find measurement angle A and measurement angle C. Ano ang relationship ng angle A at angle C? they are opposite angles. At ano ang property ng parallelogram sa opposite angles? They are congruent. So, ibig sabihin, measurement angle A is congruent to measurement angle C. Para makuha natin yung value ng x, isubstitute natin yung mga values dito sa ating equation. So, measurement angle A is 6x plus 12 degrees equals 7x minus 1 degrees. Okay? Next, since mas malaki yung 7 dito sa 6, yung 6 na lang ang i-transpose natin. Pero pwede namang ito, yung i-transpose dito, medyo mas mahaba nga lang yung solution. So, transpose, positive 6x magiging negative 6x. Then, yung negative 1 naman, transpose natin dito sa kabila, magiging positive 1. Kopyahin yung positive 12. Then, yung negative 1, magiging positive 1. Simplify, may x to. 12 plus 1 equals 13. 7x minus x equals x. So, ito na yung value ng x. Ang tinatanong dito, measurement ng angle A. So, ibig sabihin, measurement angle A equals 6x plus 12 degrees. Substitute natin yung nakuha nating x. So, magiging 6 times 13 plus 12 degrees. Next, 6 times 13. So, 13 times 6 equals 78 plus 12 degrees. Simplify, 78 plus 12, that is 90 degrees. So, ang measurement ng angle A is equal to 90 degrees. Next, ano naman ang measurement ng angle C? Equal sila, di ba? Ibig sabihin, dapat 90 degrees din yung measurement ng angle C. Pero, i-check natin. So, measurement angle C is equal to 7x minus 1 degrees. Substitute natin yung value ng x dito sa equation. So, magiging 7 times 13 minus 1 degrees. Simplify. 7 times 13, that is equal to 91. So, 91 minus 1 degrees. 91 minus 1 is equal to 90 degrees. So, nag-equal sila, meaning to say, tama yung nakuha nating value ng x. So, the measurement of angle A and angle C is equal to 90 degrees. Okay? Next, number 3, if measurement angle D equals 8x plus 11, so ito daw ay 8x plus 11, at measurement angle C naman ay 3x plus 4, find measurement angle D and measurement angle C. So, ano ang relationship ng angle D at angle C? They are consecutive angles. At ano ang properties ng parallelogram about consecutive angles? They are supplementary. Meaning to say, measurement angle D plus measurement angle C equals 180 degrees. Okay? Next, isubstitute natin yung given para makuha natin yung value ng x. So, ang measurement angle D ay 8x plus 11 plus measurement angle C naman ay 3x plus 4 equals 180 degrees. Combine like terms, pagsamahin natin yung mga magkakapareho ng variable. 8x plus 3x equals 11x. 11 plus 4 equals positive 15. Kopyahin ito equals 180 degrees. Then, transpose natin yung positive 15 dito sa kabila, mag-change ng sign, so magiging 11x equals 180 degrees minus 15. Simplify, 11x equals 180 minus 15, that is 165. Then, para makuha natin yung value ng x, i-divide natin both sides by 11. Para makancel yung 11, x lang ang matira. Okay? Is equal to 15. So, ang value ng x ay 15. Ngayon, ang tinatanong dito ay yung measurement ng angle D at measurement ng angle C. So, measurement angle D equals 8x plus 11. substitute lang natin yung value ng x dito. So, magiging 8 times 15 plus 11. Then, simplify. 8 times 15, that is 120. Okay, so 120 plus 11 is equal to 131. So, ang measurement ng angle D ay equal to 131. Ano naman ang measurement ng angle C? So, ang given is 3x plus 4. Substitute lang natin yung value ng x. That is 3 times 15 plus 4. 3 times 15, that is 45 plus 4. 45 plus 4, that is 49. So, ang measurement ng angle C is equal to 49 degrees. I-check natin kung supplementary nga ba sila. Dapat, ang sum nila ay 180 degrees. So, 131 degrees plus 49 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, supplementary sila. Ibig sabihin, tama yung nakuha nating mga values. Next, number 4. If measurement segment AE is equal to 2x minus 8 and measurement segment EC is equal to x plus 3, pag ito daw ay 2x minus 8 at ito naman ay x plus 3, find measurement AC. So, para makuha natin yung measurement ng segment AC, kailangan muna natin kunin yung value ng x. Ano nga ba yung property ng parallelogram? Diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Ibig sabihin, yung diagonal na ito, hinati niya yung diagonal AC into two congruent parts. Ibig sabihin, segment AE is congruent to segment EC. Then, by substitution, segment AE is equal to 2x minus 8 equals segment EC is equal to x plus 3. Then, solve for the value of x. Transpose natin yung positive x magiging negative x by addition property of equality. Next, kopyahin yung 3. Yung negative 8 naman, transpose natin dito magiging positive 8. Kasi pagsasamahin natin yung mga magkakatulad. 2x minus x is equal to x equals 3 plus 8 equals 11. Okay, so ang x natin is 11. Ngayon, ang kukunin natin yung measurement ng segment AC. Pero bago yon, kailangan muna natin kunin kung ano nga ba ang measurement ng segment AE. So, segment AE is equal to 2x minus 8. Substitute natin yung nakuha nating x. So, 2 times 11 minus 8. 2 times 11, that is 22 minus 8. 22 minus 8, that is 14. Okay? So, ang segment AE ay equal to 14. Ngayon, kung 14 ito, dapat 14 din itong segment EC. Tingnan natin kung pareho sila. So, segment EC is equal to x plus 3. Ang x natin is 11 plus 3. Then, 11 plus 3, that is 14. So, nag-equal naman sila. Ngayon, para makuha natin yung measurement ng segment AC, i-add lang natin yung segment AE plus segment EC. Kasi ito, yung kukunin natin, kailangan nating i-plus ito. Itong segment na to at ito para makuha natin yung total measure nito. So, that is measurement segment AC is equal to 14 plus 14. So, the final answer is equal to 28. Okay? Next, number 5. If segment BE is equal to 5x minus 6 and segment BD is equal to 6x, find measurement angle ED. So, ang hahanapin natin ay ito. Segment BD is equal to 2 times segment BE. Kasi, iba magkapareho ito at saka ito. Kaya, 2 times segment BE. Ito yung kabuuan ng segment BD. Then, by substitution, ano yung segment BD? That is 6x equals to, ano naman yung segment BE? That is 5x minus 6. Then, simplify natin. 6x equals, distribute natin to using distributive method. 2 times 5x, that will be 10x. 2 times negative 6 is equal to negative 12. I-transpose natin yung 6x dito kasi mas malaki yung nandito sa kabila. So, magiging negative 6x. Then, yung negative 12 naman, transpose natin dito sa kabila, mag-change ng sign, magiging positive 12. Okay, then i-simplify na natin. 10x minus 6x equals 4x. Then, kopyahin yung 12. Para makuha natin yung value ng x, anong gagawin natin? I-divide natin both sides by 4. Para makancel ito, ang matira lang ay x. 12 divided by 4, that is equal to 3. So, ang x natin is equal to 3. Ngayon, ang tinatanong is yung measurement ng segment ED. Diba, ang segment BE is congruent to segment ED. Ibig sabihin, segment ED is equal to 5x minus 16. Then, by substitution, 5 times ang x natin is 3 minus 6. Okay? Next, simplify na natin. 5 times 3, that is 15 minus 6. 15 minus 6, that is equal to 9. So, measurement of segment ED is equal to 9. Para ma-check natin kung tama yung nakuha nating sagot, di ba 9 plus 9 is equal to 18. So, dapat yung segment BD ay equal to 18. Segment BD is equal to 6x. So, BD equals 6x. 6 times 3 equals 18. So, ibig sabihin, tama yung nakuha nating value. Okay? So, yun lamang. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Sana nakatulong ito sa inyong mga modules and activities. Bye!